All right, the winter storm and the strong Alberta clipper affecting the area. Look at the heavy snow falling right now in Green Bay. It's 15 degrees, and this might be some of the mildest air of the whole day before the temperatures drop this afternoon. Notice those winds, 15 miles per hour. So with the chillier snow falling, actually the snow is of the lighter consistency, so that wind is picking it up and blowing it around, especially in those rural areas. It's going to be kind of tough to measure. So here's that strong clipper system, and also this might get the lake involved a little bit as well. So precipitation-wise, you can see that heavier snow in parts of the Fox Valley, Green Bay go right down the lake shore. Things letting up just a bit out to the west, but still, we got a ways to go before this is over. Precipitation-wise, the farther you live to the north, the lightest this has been, but the farther south you are, the heavier it is, and that goes through Appleton, Oshkosh, Fond du Lac, Sheboygan, Manitowoc, where heavy snow is falling. Remember, this is blowing and drifting around as well. So here's Skycast. We're going to see this through the morning, probably the most intense part of this, unless you live by the lake going into the afternoon. You could have some lake enhance bands setting up for you, really kicking down those visibilities. Again, this is going to be blowing and drifting around going through the afternoon. And then as we go into the nighttime hours, finally this moves on out of here, but still the wind is going to be up, blowing and drifting this around. And then going into tomorrow, we could see a flurry or a snow shower. How much additional snow out of this? You can see some folks off to the north with not a lot of additional, but there's like Green Bay, 2, 3 to 5 inches. And if you're right by the lake, you could see some isolated higher totals still as we head through the day today. Now, remember, with this snow, it's being blown and drifted around because it's of that lighter consistency. So these wind gusts, right now, they're kind of out of the east-northeast, but you see Manitowoc, Kewaunee, over 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Green Bay, Appleton, 20 to 30-mile-per-hour gusts for you. And we're going to see that wind all day long, and slowly it starts to shift to the north-northeast. And remember, that's going to be coming off of Lake Michigan, possibly enhancing some of those snow totals right next to the lake. So a lot of us, from Green Bay into the Fox Cities, event totals out of this, 7 to up to 11 inches. Remember, kind of tough to measure because it's going to be blowing and drifting around. Lesser totals to the north. And then if the lake gets involved, there's parts of Kewaunee, Manitowoc, Sheboygan, and then the far south, 11 to 15 inches out of this. Blowing and drifting around. Again, kind of tough to measure. That's why we have a winter storm warning going until 6 o'clock tonight. No, not only for the snow that's falling, but remember, it's going to be blowing and drifting around. So what can you expect? At times, a lot of us some heavy snow, especially this morning, then by the lake going through the afternoon. Strong winds. North-northeast as we go into the afternoon as well, 25 to 40 miles per hour, giving us blowing and drifting because of that lighter consistency. And then dangerous travel, especially in those rural areas with reduced visibilities. Look at the difference in temperatures from North Platte at 62 to 6 in Minneapolis. That's that battle of air masses that really cranked up this clipper system. As far as current temperatures, we've got 16 in Oshkosh, same with Sheboygan, 6 in Oconto. Eventually, we're going to wrap in that colder air going through the afternoon. Wind chills feel like 3 below in Appleton, 21 below in Anago. So it still feels like winter, and it looks like it too with that snow falling through the day today, tapering off from the west as we head through the afternoon. Again, maybe some lake enhancement really kicking up those totals by the lake. And then we're going to bring in that cold air. Look at this going into Wednesday morning. Wind chills forecast to be between 35, 45, maybe even 50 degrees below zero. So we have some extreme cold coming too. That's going to go into Wednesday morning, Wednesday night, and Thursday morning. So some extreme wind chills after the system moves on through. So snow and blowing snow today. 15 degrees, pretty much what we're seeing now. Temperatures falling a little bit this afternoon. For tonight, 3 below, blowing snow, a flurry, a little bit of light snow possible. And tomorrow, blustery wind chills, 15 to 25 below. It's going to be a cold day, but it gets even colder late Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. 20 below. Remember those wind chills by Wednesday morning, 30 to 50 below. It's going to be bitterly cold on Thursday morning as well. The crazy thing is by the weekend, we warm up above freezing. So Emily, today is going to be that snow and blowing snow, and then after the system, bitterly cold.
A lot to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
Thanks, Fish.